Shahan from buisness.com. Last night I just finished up a training call where I did some training, and afterwards I was lying on my bed. I had my notebook and a pen, and I was writing down some ideas for some videos and for some content to put out for you. While I was lying there, my son came up, jumped on the bed, and he blurted out this: "Practice doesn't make perfect. Why do they say that?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "The coach said that practice makes perfect." And he's like, "It's not true because nobody can be perfect." I'm like, "You're right." He's like, "Well, then why do they say it?" And I said, "Probably because the the practice makes perfect, it just sounds good." He's like, "But it's a lie and they shouldn't say it." I was like, "You're right. Practice makes you better." He's like, "Yeah, I know. So the more you practice your football, the better you'll get. The more you practice reading, the better you get." He's like, "Yeah, I know." And I said, "But it also works the other way. The more you practice being a bad boy or a bad person, the worse you get." He's like, "Yeah." He said, "But the more you practice being good, the gooder you'll get." And I just laughed at him. But he's right. People say practice makes perfect, and it's not true. It just makes you better. So, as I was lying there writing out some ideas for some videos, I decided to cut this one for you because he gave me the idea. And it's this: practice more of the things you know. If you're good at blogging, practice more of that. If you're good at video, practice more of that. If you're good at writing, even if it's not on a blog, practice more of that. If you're good at talking to people, practice more of that. Don't put all of your time and effort into things you don't know right away, because you can always learn that stuff. But the more you practice the things you do know, the better you'll get at the things you already know. Now, if you find it hard to talk to people, to stir up conversation, to call people back when they call you because you're terrified, because you don't know everything about your company, and you're terrified they're going to ask you something and you just have no idea, the best thing to say is, "I don't know, but I can find out." So don't be afraid to call somebody back when they call and ask you about what you do. You don't have to know everything about what you do. Don't sweat that. And to practice talking to people, go out to your local supermarket and talk to the people that work there. Talk to the person behind you in line. Stir up a conversation, because that's all it is. It's just one big conversation. And it's even better if you go out of town, because if you mess up, you embarrass yourself, you'll never see those people again. But don't forget to practice the things that you're good at. It's okay to practice some of the stuff you're not good at, but don't spend all your time there. And remember the person that you are. If you're practicing hurting people, trying to get their money, you're going to be a bad person. But the better person practice trying to help people. They practice trying to fill the needs of other people instead of the needs of themselves. So this video is brought to you by a 9-year-old's idea that practice does not make perfect, and he's so right. So this is Kim Shahan from buisness.com and homeandsmallbusinessworld.com, and I will see you on my next video. Take care.